Good morning. It's great to see you today. Take courage for another day. It's a great day. I was sitting here and just a second ago, an orange rabbit went shooting across my yard out there. Orange, can you believe it? It was the brightest orange I'd ever seen, and it went shooting across there. I don't know what was going on. But I do know this. I know that every thought that you process is critical, and you have some control over those thoughts. You don't have ultimate control over those thoughts. Like the idea that you were pondering an orange rabbit had nothing to do with you other than clicking on this link. And there wasn't an orange rabbit, but I was just making a point of the idea that not every thought that goes through your brain is your thought. And if you don't know that, then you're at the mercy of whatever random thoughts happen to go across your brain and can distract you from the great things God has for you. Check this out. Check this out. This is pretty interesting. It says in Romans 7:8, but sin is a noun, taking the opportunity through the commandment, produced in me coveting of every kind. For apart from the law, sin is dead. This is Romans 7:8. And it says, it could say apart from law, sin is dead. And there's this idea that just as spinach is to Popeye, you youngsters probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but spinach empowered Popeye, so the law does to this thing called sin. Most of us have been taught that sin is an action that we do, but I'm referring to sin as a noun. And sin is the remnant of the decision of Adam many, many years ago to distrust God and trust in himself and his own mechanisms to accomplish life. And so sin entered the body there, and that's what Romans teaches. So sin took the opportunity through the commandment to produce coveting of every kind in Paul. So what that says is this: if you choose to use rules and laws to activate the way that you live, it will energize this thing that is indwelling in your body called sin and create these crazy thoughts, these difficult activities, because you can't live by the law, is what the book of Romans teaches. And so I just want to encourage you with this thought. I got an encouraging note for a friend from a friend yesterday that said she appreciated these communications, and I appreciate your input on that. And if this is encouraging, that's cool, and that's the whole reason this thing unfolded. But here's the deal: you have three sources of thoughts. Okay, three, in my opinion. Most of everything you hear here is my opinion. So if I'm wrong, you can text me, email me, or let me know. Highly likely some of my thoughts are wrong because I've been wrong many times, but this is my opinion. Three sources of thoughts. One are your senses. You have sight, smell, taste, touch, and sound. All those things can create thoughts, just like me telling you about the orange rabbit running across my yard created a thought in you, a smell. These things are attached to memories in our brain, which isn't our identity. Our identity is our inner person, our spirit, and our soul. Our soul being our mind, will, and emotion, or our unique personality. And so your senses can create thoughts, and those aren't necessarily your thoughts. You have to sort those thoughts out because you have memory stored about things that might have happened in the past, and those particular senses could activate those positive or negative ones. Secondly, you have the mind of Christ. I got a visitor here. Miss Sadie is glad to see me this morning. You have the mind of Christ according to 1 Corinthians chapter 2. You currently, the moment you trusted Christ, his spirit united with yours, and he gave you the ability to create godly thoughts. You create godly thoughts. My belief is those are the only ones you create are godly thoughts. The third source of thoughts is what I call sin, this noun that dwells in my body. It's like a parasite that tries to suck the life out of you. Sin tries to put these thoughts in your head. They're not only evil and bad thoughts, but they're also good thoughts. Good thoughts can distract you from the greatness of God. And so that's this thing called sin. And so we're instructed to take every thought captive to the glory of God. And that's what I'd encourage you. If you're battling with negativity and bad thoughts, it's probably because those thoughts are entering into your body through your senses, or this parasite called sin. So today, just know that you, my friends, are holy and righteous. You have the mind of Christ, and that today you can take every thought captive and have a little victory over those negative thoughts. You're not going to probably get over all of them every day, but you're going to have a little bit of victory, and that little bit of victory will give you the confidence to walk today, tomorrow, and the next day. And in the meantime, just enjoy this day and just enjoy the greatness of God.